Well, I take a bit of time off and the unelected tosspot Rishi the Rat calls an election and pisses off half his party's MPs, which did kinda make me laugh. This could be partly why we're seeing many of them standing down, but we'll deal with that one in another video. I like it! Because in this one here, we need to deal with what I consider to be the greatest traitor of the past 5 years, who only beat Sunak to that title because people actually voted for this prick to be a conservative, and what they got was this.
But also that we're building back better together, and building back greener, and building back fairer, and building back more equal, and how shall I, more, in a more gender neutral and perhaps a more feminine way.
You must stay at home. You may only leave home for specific reasons.
And I want to speak directly to all those who have yet to get fully vaccinated. The people who think the disease can't hurt them. Look at the people going into hospital now. That could be you. Look at the intensive care units and the miserable, needless suffering of those who did not get their booster. That could be you.
Nobody is safe until everybody is safe. And what we want the G7 to try to agree is that instead of vaccinating the whole world by 2024 or 2025, which is the current, what we'd achieve on the current timetable, we need to get this done by the end of next year, by 2022.
Okay.
Of course, I'm talking about Boris Jab the Planet Johnson, who won a massive majority before literally shitting it away, pandering to bullshit and not doing what the public bloody wanted. In fact, he did the complete opposite on almost every issue that mattered, so when I see this clip upon my return, I had to rip him a new arsehole.
COVID was a disaster for Western democracies. It pushed up borrowing, it pushed up taxes, pushed up inflation, and around the Western world, countries are now going for the centre-right, for cutting taxes, for introducing new economic freedom. So you've got to ask yourselves, why is it only here in Britain that we seem poised to lurch left with the highest taxing, highest spending, wokest Labour Prime Minister to be, if the polls are correct, since the 1970s?
Now hold on a minute, is he having a fucking laugh or did we all miss something? I mean, this tit just spoke about COVID being a disaster for Western democracy without acknowledging it was him that helped cause the fucking disaster, going full commie like they did. It was them that ruined the economy by essentially nationalising most businesses with furlough schemes to hide from a bloody sniffle. That, if you ask me, is about as far left as any government has ever gone or could go, and yet we have this hypocritical ponce warning us that Starmer will be even more left-wing than him or Sunak was. Now yes, Starmer will be a shit show, as we have said for years, this all goes without saying. But having utter wankers like this telling us he will be the most dangerous in 50 years is pure bullshit, when the most dangerous left-wing PMs in recent years are Boris and Sunak in my book, and they're here right now and was just before him. It is them after all who have allowed all the woke insanity to spread for the past 5 years, despite having a mandate to bloody end it. Then you've got the immigration they were meant to bring down to what was it, tens of thousands, that instead has gone up to 1.2 million a year, and that's for the last few years in a row. All of course while taxing people like never before to fund their net zero commie bullshit.
The era of global warming has ended, the era of global boiling has arrived. The air is unbreathable, the heat is unbearable, and the level of fossil fuel profits and climate inaction is unacceptable.
So yeah, Starmer will be a disaster and anyone who thinks different is a bloody idiot. But this is the uniparty we're talking about, so they'll be pushing the same crap as the Tories were and more. Anything coming from people who felt fuck the country up though seems like a bit of a piss take to me. I don't know about yous lot. So Boris Johnson, why don't you shut your mouth and fuck off when realistically you should be in fucking prison.
Pandemic.
Where are